All right, today we're going to be doing the next theme from Huck Finn, freedom. So far you guys covered superstition.
Oh, yeah, superstition,
else?
freedom, education, all nine.
So Mr. Caruso we're going to cover a little bit of freedom, but you're going to apply it to the novel as well as what we've learned about in history with leading up to events of the Civil War and through your readings that you guys have done at home. So.
Okay, so it would be really helpful if you do have your journals that you've been keeping for freedom, having those out would be really, really helpful right now. So I know we have a dedicated group that works on freedom. Could freedom please raise their hand really quickly? Thank you kindly.
There's only 4 of you in freedom?
It's like 4 or 5.
Education.
Yeah, it's true. Groups are limited.
Okay.
So here's the deal with freedom. There's a bunch of different concepts of it, and when we toss out the word freedom, the definition can get kind of fuzzy. Does anyone here, can you give me just a basic concept or idea of freedom? Like, when you hear the word freedom, what do you think? Yeah, go.
The ability to do things without consequences.
Oh, ability to do things without consequences. I think that's another word, but we'll take it. Others.
Doing something without someone telling you it's right or wrong.
Okay, so having your own idea, coming up with your own moral structure of what it is. That's a good idea. One more. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any example? Good. Independence. So there's a few schools of thought on this, and if you're looking at the book, you're going to see pretty much all of these in Huck Finn. And the first one we're looking at is determinism. Determinism's view that we're actually limited in our choices, and freedom isn't always a reality. Even Americans whose circumstance may have to be determined by things beyond our control. And you see this in Huck Finn with especially someone like Jim, who is constantly in running around and is at the mercy of pretty much every law that faces him. Even Huck, his freedom right now is pretty much an escape from, family and society. Another really cool one by St. Augustine, it suggests that our birth lives are already mapped out for us. That, you kind of, where you're born and who you're with, your family, your friends, it kind of determines the path of your life. And in that sense, we don't have that much freedom. Another one that we could suggest is that social class is a huge thing with determining freedom. Let's face it, who here believes that money and your wealth make a difference to your number of freedom? Why would money make a big deal? Why does that change things? Anyone want to tell me?
Well, I mean, if you have enough money, you can just get high connections.
Yep.
You can bail yourself out of things.
Yep.
Or you can just.
It's difficult.
So say you're donating to a group, they're gonna feel indebted to you, so
Yep.
they're gonna do things for you. So that's why.
Right. Now, would we all agree the concept of having less money lowers freedom?
Yeah.
But it also depends on what you're using that freedom for. This one right here by B.F. Skinner suggests that freedom is actually determined like just what you just said, Chris. It's a network of rewards and punishments. And that's kind of how we determine freedom. Genetic determination that suggests that our genes determine who we become. So, for example, our freedom is also limited by the fact of who we are when we're born, disabilities, any sort of certain strengths we may have. The other thing about this is libertarianism. It's the view that we have the possibility of freedom. Free will is indeed a possibility. Free will, the idea, kind of what you said, determining your own path and making yourself your own responsibility without having to answer to another. And there are some that actually say that free will and freedom isn't always a good thing. That actually could be detrimental. It can actually be forced upon you. Let's see here. And finally, we also have our psychoanalysis one, that free minds can become to act as they wish instead of acting under control of something else. But the fact is that it seems that we're always under pressure for something. For example, you have to sit here and listen to me. And it limits your actual choices of freedom. And what I want you to think about next is how this works in the book and how freedom can be a good thing or a bad thing. Let's face it, Huck's running away right now. Is that a freedom he chose to do or he has to do?
He has to do.
Well, I mean...
Well, wait. We have two, so we have two different differences of opinions. You said...
He chose to.
Okay, he chose to
Run.
escape. Why? Why do you say he chose?
Because he could have went back to the widow or went back to the judge for help.
He
couldn't really.
All right, hold on. And then who does not agree with her? Chris.
Well, I believe he had to because he was okay, but he didn't really fit in. And then until his father came, Pat came, like he was starting to get like mentally abused and like getting like taken advantage of, and at that point he didn't like, do that no more. So he had to run away in order to save his life.
That's true. And it kind of goes back to the idea I forget what I was saying, like freedom of consequences. He's also running from consequences. Whether he deserves them or not is a whole different topic. But that's on the table. All right. So that's what we're working with freedom.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is getting into our groups that you guys are assigned to for the book, and then from there, take your papers that, the primary documents you guys read for homework and your annotations with you, and your notebook.
Yeah, we're gonna work on the date.
No, you're gonna need those papers. All the papers that you had for me, the homework assignments.
Just like
What class is this?
Wow, that's a big group.
Dandy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, super dandy. The group back there in the corner has 5. 5, Bugs Bunny.
You wanna
See,
see
he's at
the,
the head.
I get Braden's group.
Yes. Wow.
2.
All right, so this is what I'm doing. Take out your letter from the abolitionist, or the letter to the abolitionist on where he was trying to justify slavery. And when I assigned this the next day, you guys came in, and I, as an educator, I like when I hear kids talking about an assignment that they did in my class or in any class. And it was the conversations revolved, like you were heated at some of the things that he wrote in there. Now, Hammond was an educated man. He was in politics. He was a representative as well as, I believe, a governor. So he was writing this letter to an abolitionist where? In Great Britain. Saying why. He went through point by point. He didn't just give one reason. He gave numerous reasons why slavery was justified. And I think as an educator, what we try and do is we try and play devil's advocate. If you believe one way, we try and get you to think the other way as well. So you see both points of view, both sides. But with this, I think the first person I heard was Arlie talking about it the next day. And tell me or share with us what got you so heated about that letter. Because remember, this is his opinion, but he goes through facts that he lists.
The fact that he was kind of saying that God gave him a right, or that God spoke about it in the Bible, which is not true, or I don't believe it's true.
Well, it's how you interpret. Remember. What else? What else about God did he talk about, or did he write about in this letter? Anyone catch that? Go ahead.
Well, he also says that like you cannot it says here that you cannot deny that God especially authorized his chosen people to purchase bondmen forever. So like he saying that God authorized people to have slaves and stuff.
I mean, by using that sentence, you can also say that there are the chosen people, and then there are those that are inferior to those people.
So who do you think he was saying were the chosen people?
He was saying the wealthy and the intelligent, or like, because he was,
Civilized.
yeah, and most
And
civilized.
who is he talking about? Who is
Yeah.
The white American.
the white? Absolutely, the whites. And he was saying who was inferior? Alright, so this is what he goes through. There are at least 11 reasons why he justifies slavery in his letter. Alright, so I'm passing out a post-it to each group. At the top, write your thing. At the top of the paper, I'll pass out markers as well. And you're going to go through point by point, after you write your thing, point by point, 10 reasons why he justifies slavery in the letter. All right, and have on your the document, number the reasons so that when we discuss them, you can support what your reason is with the textual evidence. All right, do we understand what we're doing?
Yes.
All right, you're going to have like 15 minutes maybe, and we'll see. All right, I'll pass out the markers.
He was.
Mark's right here. I just want to keep looking.
I was like, wow. People really want
Yeah.
He was like, I was like,
He said they would never get
Yeah, bro.
being a slave. That was worse than after we selling their own people.
Pro-slavery argument. All right.
We're writing our name on it.
You're a group name. What are you?
Yeah,
Miss, what do you mean?
Ooh,
Yes.
this marker is nice.
That's what I said. It's the same thing.
Superstition.
It's superstitious. Because I am superstitious. Wait, you wrote that?
Now remember, where you find with the marker. Didn't I give you a marker?
Yeah. Oh,
No, I gave him a marker.
Whatever reason you write there that he justifies slavery, find where it says there using textual evidence. So number it on here so that you can use. It has to be in order? No, but I would go in order as you're reading along. Some of you wrote it in the annotated, in your annotation that you turned in for homework.
that's all I'm trying to do.
It looks fun. No, I mean to make it easier to write for you, but then that post is
I mean, you can stick it.
Anything that remember to mark it on your
Do you have white out?
paper.
You guys ready?
One, number them. Make sure you number them. Braden, are you sure you want Chris to write?
I am a good writer.
You are, you write well.
Our game educational copy.
Yeah, and then number it,
Alright,
like
yeah.
you're gonna.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You support it and then destroy other mobs.
Yeah, because right here
No.
specifically says.
He said it.
He said that
He says it's a necessary evil.
not a sin.
Well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
well,
It bothered me the fact that he was like,
Not
they
because-
are to your brother.
Start reading.
then people in Britain, and it makes sense.
Slavery.
And he said slaves didn't starve.
Yeah,
He said there's never been a slave to
and I was like,
starve.
that's a lie.
That's obviously a lie.
I thought he was saying that it's only a sin if it's going against God, and then he gave reasons why it wasn't.
But yeah, then he destroyed the opposition by saying,
So
He
overall, he
even
doesn't.
supposedly supported, but he had like,
yeah, he appealed to God
Yeah, he
to
wanted to
like
like
support himself.
see the other.
Yeah, bondman, like if it, since it's in the Bible, it must like be accepted. No, it does not.
But I realized I only have it in Spanish, so I was like,
Ten Commandments are you can't kill, you can't perform adultery, you can't
no, it's not in it.
disrespect your parents.
Oh, that means that. But I mean, one of the 10 commandments is not to kill anybody.
Well, like saying devil's advocate, technically, you can't really use that argument in this case.
No, but what was
You
that
can't
part?
kill anyone because everybody indirectly, like they indirectly caused it, so he can't use that argument saying, oh, we never killed him, but indirectly you did by putting him through all these type of conditions.
No, but what was that part he was saying? Like he was saying how in certain events there was when there was rare occasions of slaves like he was saying it was all built off emotion. Like he didn't even like he was like oh
He was
there's
like, oh,
Occasions that
pretty
have
people
all
make
the time.
mistakes or whatever.
He tried to propose
About
for the beliefs that God gave him, like, basically God made it.
Definitely abolitionist.
God put it in the Bible that it was okay.
He was saying that God
yeah, you wouldn't
said it's right.
Oh,
He was
wait,
basically-
I'm looking for this.
no,
Well, not because of here.
He's basically giving another reason to prove his point that slavery is good by including God in the Bible.
Exactly. So like,
oh, Crusoe, he's bringing like an artifact.
so you can put the
Yes,
first one,
yes.
put number 1 on the side.
That he uses
Man's supposed to be
God
free.
as an excuse.
It's like emancipation proclamation is meant to like release from it.
Aren't we just supposed to put like our reasons and our words? I don't know.
Man, you want us to write it in our words or?
Yes, but on the actual document, like for example, number 1, if you say, it says because of purple people. And it's right here, put number 1 here and right there, in your own words. That's what
What number 1 did you listen
In the Bible, take one for every
Yeah. So like economic life financial gain.
like here.
slavery,
You guys I know some of you highlighted it when I assigned, guys, I know that when I gave you the assignment for homework, quite a few of you highlighted the document, but in order to help you, do you want me to pass out a highlighter so you highlight the textual evidence in one of your papers?
I have highlighted.
Another part is labor over time.
He said it again.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
he
he
said
said it again. Like he's like,
Well, he also says the bondsman forever thing. Yeah, he uses the phrase like the bondsman forever, and that he's quoting the Bible.
yeah.
I guess it's kind of like he's saying that God is and certain people.
So higher power.
Alright, so back to the
In the last part, he was saying how the higher class has duty and responsibility to God himself and man to take control of that class, which is basically slavery, and take control. And he specifically says in the last so I think that's
so because they have people of higher class have responsibility to take control of those How am I wording that?
He also mentioned politics in that too, right? Because I remember.
That's early.
Wait, isn't that a reason
Which
anything?
is a good point. A lot of people miss that point about politics and about running of government and the running of society.
Yeah, it's like it's a necessary evil in this case.
Yes, and that's a lot, and that is a phrase that was thrown about and used.
It was used by
many
Abraham Lincoln,
times.
wasn't it? Yeah.
But here in politics, he makes a point of saying how in politics we need, look for that.
Want to give us a hint?
I first said it, how much more can I give you?
That's literally right.
Hint has
So my annotation for that, I put non-slave holding
Right here.
states.
slavery is the cornerstone of our republican endeavor.
Yeah, I was literally looking at this.
Number 5.
No society has ever yet existed with the natural
You were
variety
there. You just had like. Yeah. So society.
I want to minor
we
in
need-
photography. I don't mind it. I want to minor in I don't minor in dance. I want to minor in God promised him a long life of perfection. And the second one that we can use, we can go off of your paper and we can say the second
Off
one
of that
was.
same page or the second page?
I thought we were gonna use the bondage, like he said, like the bondage forever. People are chosen to
Okay, so this is.
the little ones in the bondage. Yeah.
In Africa, they weren't getting treated. So when they came here, they
Number
gave
2
them a
right here.
chance. Okay, yeah. He said that.
Yeah, but it's not until like the third page.
Y'all are doing it already?
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna do the bondage?
William, you're writing them together. I have 11. They try like
I didn't write
saying that they don't put them to too much work if it's not like needed.
No, it's the freight man. Yeah,
But the argument is definitely that it's cheap efficient.
saying like, hey, you should just cover slavery and help the economy. A lot of them getting the cheapest form of labor like wasting. We really need a lot.
How long back that one?
I know it's, I said till 1:15, but quite a few of you are still, working on this or not halfway completed, so I'll give you until 5 of, and then we'll reconvene.
Well, he also says that like they treat slaves well. Like he makes the argument that like
Free people to me, like that's what annoyed me.
That
has to be the most annoying thing.
like he argued that people who are not slaves sometimes are worse off than slaves. I guess that was his argument.
Like, yeah.
I mean, mission-wise, you guys, like, in Britain,
He says he never put them to any work under 10. More
kids
generally,
died
with the age, and then I thought that was like
Yeah, but at least they had a higher life expectancy.
They're basically saying that
That was his reason.
everybody was poor. The thing is, everybody was poor. No one was cheap.
No, there was people treated badly in Britain. In Britain, they had no proper sewage system. There was no proper like way to survive. Kids died early. People died early. There was like 5 people living in like half this room, or a quarter of this room. There's 5 families living in that one area. Slaves.
Can we put that slave masters thought that they were good people to them?
Well, some like he said that as long as you treat them well, like then it's okay.
It was saying that even the slaves would be on our side, even though like they were being.
The way you word it.
Like if you're gonna have slaves, like
I was saying overall, like, if they could have a say, the slaves obviously didn't have a say. But if they did, they'd be on. They would support the slave, which is.
the work that they were given was less.
A little English word. That's all right, but just to give you the heads up on how to write it.
It's impossible to prove.
Grammatically.
I say everything weird. Except retain until it's right.
You know that even slaves,
They would obviously agree.
I love how you write it.
So slaves would agree. Would that be a reason?
No.
That wouldn't be a reason.
The will of
No,
God.
you could say that.
I'm going okay. Oh, yeah, so say slaves.
So you guys work on the idea of like the lesser of two evils argument? With the big thing, I'm over here. Yeah, that would be my
Yeah.
Did you write the class oh yeah.
God is wrong.
The slave laws do not say to kill, abuse, or not treat people. They say one take care of.
Or that slavery.
That's usually why they get it.
Yeah.
You still go back to Great Britain one. Slave laws take care of
That's the difference. To name or to punish beyond certain limits.
slaves are clothed and fed.
Guys, I haven't heard, I don't think, one reference into, in, what paragraph is this? In paragraph 5, at the bottom, and I know we've spoken in here about what cornerstone is. All right? Oh, you did? I missed that then. When cornerstone of
All men are created equal.
Slavery is a foundation.
You would hear what we said in Miss Harris.
world cultures and what else?
American slavery is a baby.
We said it. Just some.
Slavery is the foundation of the wealth. Okay.
It also be a structure.
I was looking for
So the way they're
cornerstone.
writing that,
All right, I missed that one. Okay.
Put in parentheses, cornerstone. Yeah.
Alright.
no, I'll just work for freedom, that's just the
So
like.
they're saying it's
In paragraph 5, well, Hammond also says that there are different classes in society. That separates the rich and educated from the ignorant and poor. That's paragraph 5.
We're still trying to figure out how to Yeah. They did not plan to kill, to maim, or to punish beyond certain limits.
Or if it went out the whole thing.
So,
I think that's smart. Best thing to do.
that's a good.
Or just write the
I mean, how could be different? So, like, you could say, like, in return for like their neighbor, they get,
Yeah.
they have a place to sleep, clothes, and to eat.
She said that.
She wrote that small. We're not
They're kept, basically, they're kept alive. So,
I can rewrite that.
Should I put that?
It's too late. I could. I'm gonna rewrite that. I'm not gonna cross it off until I do it.
So basically, the laws that forbid the state master or holder.
Yeah, so it's the last sentence in paragraph. I guess one of his so if someone, we said that like, weren't you that was like slave owners are like, they're not bad to other men, and it would make sense. That's right, like, as long as you achieve that.
No, it doesn't. No.
Look how big he is for 1 and 2. He's all that's
Okay, so you feel like don't be obvious about it.
It's like, what is it? Ombre.
Yes.
So one of them is going to be like the
Bring it to an
that
office.
slave owners are currently
Well, that's a really
Well, yeah, things
Which
that
one?
they get treated better than people.
Oh, sure.
What am I writing?
So
Definitely.
what about
Oh, well, in the first paragraph, he also kind of says that,
Alright, you guys, while he's fixing
kinda
that,
says
you
that-
should be looking for the next reason.
it's equalizing, like, things, like, it's getting balanced, kind of, to, like, society.
Are you happy now? Does that satisfy the need?
I thought I would join the youth about writing things and equalizing the condition of all mankind. Well, I don't know.
English was not my first language. I lost my first
It's
language.
conferring signal, political, and social advantages on us as people. So I don't know.
Alright guys, what's the sixth reason?
I don't know. That's what I know. But I don't know how I interpret it.
Stop being like, maybe it's not working. Because we're not doing it the right way.
Hesitation.
Alright, so what's our sixth reason? We have slavery, super slavers, cornerstone of society. That wouldn't be a reason. That they're treated well.
there is no community in history that's successful without slavery.
So
There's no
you need-
foundation.
Without slavery.
No, slavery is the foundation for a well-run.
There needs to be slavery in order for a country to
More
run.
specific, so
It's better for
what's
the
the
economy to
wording that,
Cornerstone.
Cornerstone
because it's
society.
cheaper labor. It's
and
better
then
for the
keep reading?
economy.
Hold on. Why did I close this?
Cornerstone of our Republican.
Their society has yet existed.
now what do you think he's
I'm just saying.
referring to?
It's not.
Our government.
Politics, government.
Slavery is necessary for
The
our
foundation of cornerstone, what's a cornerstone?
Like,
So I feel like this should be about politics and this should be like just be successful in general.
well, you can say it either way, right? There needs to be a slavery in order for a country to run.
But we need more.
Yeah, I know, but like,
So let's make this list more basic. Oh, here. I was gonna say it's good.
it's good for the economy.
Yeah.
In the letter, he comments on what would happen if all the slaves were free. And then he compares America to Great Britain.
Yeah.
On the size, I understand, but what would happen, no, keep reading, he says something to the effect of, if here in America, he says Great Britain is a small island. Here in America, it's different, and if we freed slaves, no one remembers that.
You're gonna give us a hint as to where it would be. Oh no, I'm just looking at rapidly filling up our country with a hardy and healthy race, particularly adapted to our climate.
Enslaved states.
But
Nearly one half of the population. Basically, you're saying how there's only you guys start telling us some distinctions.
Which number are you? Are you doing 5 on the front, 5 on the back?
I don't know.
10? You can do 5 more numbers.
And then, well,
You could put like.
you're saying that we would have so much labor
Are you
here.
gonna put that you that black people were treated?
Yeah, that's what he is.
That's what he's writing. It goes on to say how,
They were miserable. No, not in Britain. In Africa. Not Britain. There's a paragraph about how they were treated in Africa. Not that one.
he writes about how.
No, I'm not talking about
Great
that.
Britain, the population is so high there that they always will find work. There,
Number 10 said they were miserable.
that we have so much
And
land
that
there.
he gave them a better life when they brought them to America.
Leave our country. Pardon?
Create your own.
No, not create their own country, but if I'm a slaveholder and you guys are all my slaves, and I agree, are you gonna stay and work? Like he's saying, he was trying to pay them to stay and work. So his comment was, if we free the slaves.
You see the one that said, is this the article that said, no, this is the wrong article, that it was a real guy?
They would get a chance to have their own farm. How many besides education in the back? We're here at 7. Nature is at what? 6. Superstition? 6. And religion is at under 6.
It's more than half.
We have. All right. Should we just go over? All right. Put them. One person in each group. Come put them up on the whiteboard over here. Education, you can leave yours, and nature, you can leave yours. The other 3, or other 2, over here. No, not yet.
And I'm famished. I'm famished.
Oh, I need my glasses.
What?
I didn't put it.
It's fine.
That's all right.
Yeah, put up top. Put the top highest one. I'm famished.
I'm glad you're famished. All right. The first one did.